What's up? Welcome into your Daily Buckeye Blitz for a Wednesday. It's a humping day and the first of the month. It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, get up, get up. Sing it with me. Come on. All right. May 1st, 2024, May Day. May Day, May Day. The show is going in the toilet. Somebody pull it out. Oh, hey now. All right. That's not funny. Come on. Keep it clean. Tighten it up. Like the people in the comments say on YouTube, not the F word, Joe. Be professional. That's my favorite. Be professional. Until somebody starts paying me, I will say what the fuck I want. When the fuck I want. Anyways, be professional. Like I work for fucking ESPN or something. Come on, man. This cracks me up. Don't cuss. Yeah, you probably shouldn't play this for the kids. I mean, do I need to tell you that? Anyway, and you have the power. You have the power to turn this show off at any point. You also have the power to crank it up. So anyway, that's enough of that. Feel better. Feel better now. Anyways, we're getting into more of our post-spring position group breakdowns. We're talking DNs today. The big men on the edge, screaming off the edge. Jack, JT, all the guys, Caden, Kenyatta, a lot of K's, a lot of J's. Anyways, we're going to talk depth chart, snap counts, and we're going to project out, how many snaps we're looking at in a possible 16-game season with this new playoff format shit. So, all right, let's get into it. Post-spring position breakdown, defensive ends. All right. So you got Jack, JT, both seniors, came back, spurned the draft, told Roger Goodell to eat a dick. Caden Curry, Kenyatta Jackson, third-year guys. Caden technically is a junior. Kenyatta is technically a redshirt sophomore, regardless, third-year guys. Then you got Mitchell Melton, redshirt senior, his final year. Josh Mickens, redshirt freshman in his second year, and then Eddrick Houston, the monster five-star true freshman, came in January. So in 2023, defensive end snaps were a total of 1,720 in 13 games. So that averages out to 132 snaps per game. That's two defensive ends, okay? In 2024, in a 16-game season, that factors out to 2,117 snaps. That's a lot of freaking snaps we need to spread around. We can't have Jack and JT dominating the snap counts like they did last year. While we're talking about it, yeah, JT led the defense, 673. That is way too much, man. He would never make it through a 16-game season if he's playing that much. He played 65 snaps against Notre Dame. Okay, that's a tough game. Against Maryland, though, the following week, 69 snaps. What? Are you kidding me, Pam? Played 65 snaps against Penn State. Understandable. He dominates those fools. And then 2 weeks later, plays 66 against Rutgers. Why? Why? Anyway, then Jack, follow him up. He puts in over 600 snaps, 605 on the season. Same deal there. Plays 65 snaps also against Notre Dame, then 53 against Maryland. Freaking seriously. Yeah, I don't get it. So anyways, let's not freak out. Let's look at some stats here and things will get better. So let's talk sacks. Jack actually led the team 2 years in a row, actually. 8 sacks. Let's get this guy over double digits one time. Then JT Tuimoloau, 4 sacks. Kenyatta with 2. Caden Curry with 1. And that's in limited action, so that's respectable. I respect that. Total pressures. JT with 37. Jack with 37. That includes hits, hurries, sacks, all that shit. 11 with Kenyatta and Caden, both with 11. Pressures, Mitch Melton with 7. So a good performance by everybody across the board, but we do need to get those sack numbers up. I mean, that and the turnovers, obviously, those will come. Yeah, tackling, no major issues there. 5 misses by JT, 4 by Jack. So I don't have a lot of complaints. Grades could be better. Jack actually, his pass rush grade is 86 on the year. That was awesome. Keep that up. Run defense grade also an 86, 86.6. So legit. Great year for Jack. JT actually not quite as good, 75 pass rush and a 70 against the run. So some areas for JT to improve, but they play different positions. You know, JT is that strong side edge defender and Jack's the weak side. So anyways, let's get into the overview for the position. Jack and JT put the NFL on hold. Then you got your third-year guys, Caden Curry and Kenyatta. They could have jumped in the portal when they found out Jack and JT were coming back. They did not, thank God. Then you got fifth-year senior Mitchell Melton. He's dealt with multiple injuries, but is healthy now. Let's see him get in the games. Redshirt freshman Joshua Mickens and true freshman Eddrick Houston are loaded with that P-word potential as I take a drink of water. Ooh, I don't usually do that, but when I do, I say I'm sorry. Anyways, expectations are going in were that Jack and JT were going to get very little work this spring. That's how it played out. Spring was mostly important for everybody else in the position group. So no real surprises coming out of spring. Caden Curry, Kenyatta Jackson, Mitchell Melton, they all performed like veterans that they are. The younger guys gained some more reps and experience that they definitely needed. And the big question is, will Larry Johnson rotate the defensive ends like he should? Jack and JT dominated the snap counts last year, like we talked about, because Larry Johnson didn't feel Caden Curry and Kenyatta were ready for more reps. That hurts. Why is that? If they're not ready this season as third-year guys, there's a big freaking problem, by the way. You know, so I don't expect that to be the issue. I don't expect them to not be ready. I think they're more than ready. I think they were ready last year. So what about the Jack? Will we see the hybrid defensive end linebacker thing that we keep hearing about? Is that going to come into play? We didn't see it in the spring game at all. We did see a 5-man front in the spring game with 4 defensive ends and a nose tackle. That's intriguing. But the Jack could be a way to get Mitchell Melton and CJ Hicks in a position to be most successful, you know, where they can do the most damage. The concerns, I don't really have any major concerns with the defensive ends coming out of spring. It's an older position group at the top of the depth chart. You got 3 seniors, 2 juniors, but there's very little younger depth at the position. There's nothing in between. You know, we don't know if incoming freshman Dominic Kirks is going to be a D end or a D tackle. Could go either direction. And outside of the 5 veteran players, there's only 2 defensive ends. You got redshirt Josh Mickens, redshirt freshman, and then true freshman Eddrick Houston. So will Eddrick Houston get into the rotation this year is another question. The top 4 defensive ends on the roster may be the best top 4 in the country. So breaking into that group is going to be difficult to crack that rotation. But Ryan Day and the coaches know they must play their young depth as much as possible. Early in the season, with a weak schedule, you got to play these guys. So Houston and Mickens will have opportunities to get in games and prove themselves. I had a quote here from Jack Sawyer on the results, maybe not matching the expectations on the defensive line over the years, like we talked about, the sacks being low, turnovers, all that. And Jack said, quote, "I think when you come here and you expect to hit the field and it to be a certain way, it's hard to get over that for a little bit. And I think you can look at kind of all of us on the D line as a front, we all kind of had our own journey to how we're playing right now. Now it's just about building and not looking back and playing how we know how to play, being confident out there, using our abilities that God's given us. So I think that this whole year, you're going to see a whole different level of play from all of us. Okay. Sign me up, Jack. Hey, Jack. So sign me up. Yeah. Give me all of that. Let's see the level of play from everybody. I forgot to touch on the snaps for Kenyatta, Caden, Mitchell. Kenyatta was 176 last year. Curry, 166. Mitchell Melton, 63. Amari Abord hit the portal, only 29. That's probably why. So, yeah, when you see Jack and JT up over 600, then the next two guys are 176, 166. That's insane, like 500 less snaps. So can't have that. But so I got for you today. Hey, don't forget to hit the BuckeyeCast.com. Check out the video vault. I'm popping in more recruiting videos of all the latest recruiting offers that have gone out, running backs, quarterbacks, everybody. So check it out, the BuckeyeCast.com video vault. Talk to you later. Go Bucks.